While Christians sit waiting for that war that is supposed to come, they need to know that it is not a physical war, it's a spiritual war where you're fighting against spirits inside the bodies of your friends, your neighbors, your spouses, your exes, your husbands, your wives. This is who we're fighting against. These people are envious. They have an envious spirit. They sell their souls and they sleep and astral project their spirits into the house. They're using insects, animals, birds, and people, their bodies, to come at us. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. It is not flesh that is coming against us. God says it's spirits. He fights spirits. God speaks to the spirit. The battle he's referring to, it's a spiritual battle. It is already raging. Every illness, sickness, pain, blockage, stoppage, hindrance is caused by these spiritual demons. They are talking to you in the days. They are giving you things. And when they go to bed, their spirits leave their bodies to put sickness on you, to put pain on you. God says the war is raging and there have been many casualties while we sit and we wait. If our hearts are not clean, they will have their way with us, because everything for God comes from a clean heart. So if your heart is not clean, it will block you from receiving healings, from receiving words from God. You cannot have up somebody. You cannot be mad at somebody who comes at you. Mosquitoes bite you. Birds peck you. Dogs bite you, bark at you. You cannot be mad at them. It's the same spirit in the insects, in the animals, in the birds, in the people that come against you. You have one enemy, one demon on you from birth to the grave. That demon is put in everybody you go to. When you get married, it is two on you. One male, one female. Satan puts two genders because they have to project into men, women, boys, girls, animals, insects, birds. Two genders. So these are the two genders that are on you. When God shows you in your dreams things that are about to happen, is for you to bind it up, cancel it, because before it can happen, you have to accept it. God has a simple answer for everything. Everything we go through, God has a simple answer because it's spiritually done. You cannot fight in the physical. I've seen men coming against their women, and God says it's not them. It's the ex sleeping and astral projecting their spirit into that person. That person is under attack as well. So when they lock up that person, they will put their spirit into someone in the lockup to kill them. Suicide, shooting, stabbing, whatever it is. God says it's killing two birds with one stone for the witches. Everybody has witches on them. I am going through the comment sections. I'm feeling the witch's spirit on these people. Children can see them because God gave children the ability to see them to help us. We are in spiritual warfare. COVID is caused by witches. Cancer is caused by witches. Every sickness, pain, and everything else bad that happens to us is caused by witches. God does not take people young. He does not take the young. God says every premature death is a sacrifice, and it's done by family members who want money, insurance money, what they have. They will use a person, put their spirit in a person to preach on TikTok or on another social network to make money, and then they kill the person to get that money. Everybody is involved in it. We are fighting for our lives. Everybody has a demon on them trying to kill them for what they have. God is our only help. In Job, the devil asked Job if he thought anybody could help him but God. God is the only one who can help, because whoever you go to, they put their spirits in them to either tell you foolishness or to do something that's not going to help you. God is the only one. He will show you someone or he will do it. Now, God says it is for his glory. He has this in place because people don't want to surrender. People don't want to go to him with everything. These people who are coming at us, they're putting their spirits in pastors, in preachers, in prophets. We have to be able to know the difference. They speak to us like God. You speak out of your mouth. You pray out of your mouth. They run with it. They provide it like God. You say, oh, it's God because it's God I asked. But you asked it out loud. So they provide it for you, but it's to tie you up further. What has been happening is they have been putting us in homes where they can continue the attack. We are not going to God. We are not surrendering to God. God says it's for his glory, and that is why every knee shall bow. We have to go to God. Children are misbehaving because exes are putting their spirits in them to misbehave, to not learn. Girls are getting pregnant young because exes, fathers are putting their spirits into men to go to them to do things. We are already in this war. This war is raging. Christians are the ones who are relaxed because these demons are working. They are loading up monies and giving it to us. They're in church poking, prodding, putting spirits of slumber on us. They're doing so many things we are not doing. And as Christians, God says we have to come higher because he is fighting, but he needs us to fight as well. We need to know what to look for. We need to know how they work. For God to give us anointings, for God to give us things from the Bible, he has to teach us, test us, then bless us. Churches cannot give you anointings. Only God can. And you have to have the anointing behind the words you speak, the things you do. We have only God, and we have to go to him because these people are sleeping and they're winning. It's time for us to take control. It's time for us to go to God. We have to win this battle. We are daughters and sons of a king, and we are walking around in poverty, lack and want. We are broken, we are battered, we are bruised, and our enemies are not. We have to go to God. God says nothing is impossible. He says he's able, but when he says this, it's for you to go to him to get the victory, for him to tell you what to do.